Hi, my YouTube family. Sorry I've been away for a long time. It's just that I had to wait on some doctor's appointments. And actually, I went to the doctor actually last Wednesday, but I've been a little busy. So I'm just going to give you as quick as possible an update. I'm going to try to keep an eye on this phone to make sure I keep up with the time. But went to the doctor, as you all know. If anybody's been keeping up with the videos, I'm sure most of my subscribers know. But if you haven't, lately my IVF was canceled. Had gone to the doctor because of having double vision and had an MRI. So the doctor went to see one neurologist, referred me to another neurologist. Anyways, I went to the new neurologist. He's very nice. We really liked him. And finally the news. Actually, still, just totally from what I understand, MS cannot be diagnosed off one episode. I guess by having the double vision, and I had the lesions, the white lesions on the brain scan, the MRI would say that you have it, but not necessarily. So I've only had that. So he said likely I do have it. But to be sure, he said there's some other disease, and I guess the name is complicated. He's not going to even say it. And it mostly happens in children, but they have seen it in adults, so it could be that. But basically, he just said that likely I do have it, and so have to schedule another MRI in September and go back to see him sometime after that. And what they're looking for then is to see if the white lesions are multiplying, which says multiple sclerosis or whatever. So had another test at the hospital, and even had that test like 2 weeks before my appointment, and I haven't even gotten a call. I don't know how important it is, but I'm kind of pissed off about it because he said the doctor, it's not his fault, but for some reason only a certain doctor can read those test results, and he just hasn't read it. And my thing is like, what's the point in going and get the test? I had to pay for that. The insurance doesn't cover 100%. So every time I'm going to the doctor and having these, type tests, anything outside the doctor's office, I'm paying over $100. So this one was like $100 and something. And I mean, it just adds up. So it's like, if nobody's going to read it, I'll still want the results of the test because I had the test done and I paid for it. I even took off that day to have those tests done. Dang, I'm out of here. But anyways, so I don't know what those tests will say, but I'll be looking, to see. But anyways, I'm not too upset about it or not worried about it anyways, because we asked the doctor about if the MS would interfere with moving forward with IVF, and he said, don't let whatever is going on with me as far as the MS, going back and forth. If IVF is what I'm going to pursue, if that's what I'm doing right now, he told me to go ahead with my plan. So that made us excited. So on another note, I don't know if I mentioned the last time that Miranda Aminarini, I forgot exactly how you say your name on the your login or whatever, use ID. But anyways, you all probably know Miranda. She's here in Houston as well, and we had the same RE. She didn't give me any positive feedback. I kind of asked her how did she like the doctor here, and she wasn't, which I was kind of getting those vibes anyways, which made me question it. And so I've decided not to go with that doctor. I'm going to lose $1,000, but for the sake of my mind and what I feel is right, then we're not going to use the doctor. So I'm in the process of requesting my medical records, which I hope they don't give me any problems about that, because now I'm at the point dealing with all these different doctors is that I want my medical records. I don't want them transferred to another doctor. I don't want them I want the medical records in my hands so I can take it wherever I need to go. So, and also they're in the process of doing my refund, so I'm gonna get my refund. So on another good note, found out this lady at work, one of my colleagues, I kind of knew that she was having trouble with getting pregnant, but recently she had a baby, so I didn't want to pry in her business, but I decided to ask her if she actually did have IVF, and she was very nice about it, and she told me that she did. And she told me her RE, the name of her RE, said how good he was and everything. And she said not only did she use him, is that a couple of different people, I mean, I work for a big company, and she's like a few different people that she's known because she's seen their pictures in the office. I'm sure all of you probably have seen baby pictures. And she was like, I know those people, and they work with us. I didn't ask her the name. So she said a couple different people. Her friend used the RE that she goes to, and they've all achieved pregnancies on the first time. So that was really good. She was like, he's really good. He's really nice. And she even said that she went to the same RE that Miranda and I had. And she only did a consult, and it was just something that she, wasn't feeling about her. So that was good to know. Another good thing is that, come to find out, the insurance at my job actually covers IVF. Only thing is, I'm kicking myself right now because, me figuring, okay, I'm kind of like Pam, if all of y'all seen I Hate Chris. My man got a job and he got insurance, but it don't never hurt to be double covered. But we're not double covered because I didn't get the insurance last year. Like, oh, okay, that it won't equal out to what, but you just never know. So take it from me, if you have the opportunity, it might be a good idea, even if you figure nothing is wrong, because even without the IVF, I really could have used some double coverage where they could have picked up this other 10% that his insurance doesn't cover. When you start going to the doctor as often as I have, then that adds up. So I'm kicking myself now. So actually what we are deciding to, or thinking about doing, I have some more stuff to say, is that decided to put off the IVF and wait for the open enrollment, and then I'll sign up for insurance and start back in January. But I was still going to go see this new doctor for a consult later this month and see what he thinks, and see how far I can get on this insurance without the actual IVF procedure. That way I can probably be ready right in January to go ahead and get that done, if possible. But so that's the one good thing about that, So, I mean, I really don't want to wait, but $10,000 is $10,000, and it's like 4 months. So, and, who knows how long you might have to wait anyway. By the time, obviously he's a popular doctor because I couldn't get I made this appointment, almost a month ago. And so that's the first appointment I can get is later this month. So, and whatever test, if he doesn't order anything else, so hopefully, that works out. Another thing is, I don't know for sure if we'll be able to use that doctor. So, because my husband has the opportunity for advancement with his company, and it's for management, which he's been wanting to do. We've been talking about doing, and there are 4 different management positions, but they're in different states, which I don't know if I mentioned to y'all, but we've kind of moved around a little bit. And so one is in Las Vegas, 2 are in Maryland, and 1 is in Denver. So I'm not too crazy. We've lived in Las Vegas before, and I just didn't like it, so I'm not too crazy about the Las Vegas one. And actually he's thinking that he'll probably have a better chance with getting the one in Baltimore, Maryland. So if there are any of you that live out in Baltimore, Maryland, who has an RE, I kind of looked it up online a little bit in case we have to go that route, and it doesn't seem like they have many fertility clinics there. So if anybody lives in that area or anything can kind of give me some information. I don't know for sure, but we're praying and believing in God, and I believe that one of these positions, and I'm almost quite sure, I mean, you can't say for sure, but pretty positive that the Baltimore, Maryland one is going to be the one that works out. And so we'll probably end up moving there before the end of the year. So in that case, then it doesn't matter about my insurance. But we did look up his insurance, and we found out that one of the plans that they have available at Southwest does cover fertility. I think their plan is like 85-15, but 15%, even up to $20,000 is only $3,000. So like I said, we were ready to pay, over $10,000. So that's still a good thing. So we're, more positive on that note. I think that helps me rest a little easier to know that it won't be a total loss of putting $10,000 and taking the chance, which I'm feeling positive that once we go that route. But I just want to make sure I do my background and my checking and everything.